And on his body, we've found a +1 bastard sword, but since no one in the group is really proficient with that, I won't bother identifying it or equipping it. And instead, we shall now go back to this portal that we unlocked and venture into the unknown, which really is an unknown for me. Actually, my halfling is going to back to the Dryads to give the acorns, because possibly the experience might level someone up. I know what's gonna happen, but you know, I'm just throwing it out there. So if we level up, there might be some excitement for once. No, and once again, I'm glad that barbarian speed is quite useful, just for these tasks of running back and forth and whatnot. And we've got some more reading, which I'm pretty much reading aloud. That's why it's so slow. And now he's going back to, since I don't actually have to look at the screen, I shall go google.com, go to that site. That's annoying. Here I was trying to look up these particular lyrics, and there's like way too many. No, it's not that. Anyway, I'll actually get back to commentating. So here we are in this area. It's to attack the them, so they're just
I will require healing.
About these is they keep you and also
down the side.
Damage, especially when you're cracked up on these little bridges. Yeah, I don't know. I suppose it's a bridge. Yeah, we'll call it a bridge. Save again. And excellent. My guy's leveled up, so that's better THAC0, better hit points, and better lore. Which still gives them pretty pathetic lore, but counts, I suppose.
I will require healing to be of use.
Us instead of moving towards them. That way we don't map and activate any more enemies. And as you can see, that Cone of Cold hit for quite a nice bit of damage and sort of nearly killed 2 of my people. So and as you see, the blind ability of the Barbarian is air elemental summoning scroll. next battle coming up is another tough battle. So, I'll prepare myself a bit, see what spells I have left. I thought about using haste, but I just don't like the after effect of everyone being exhausted, pretty much. What we do is... obviously, that didn't go as well as I planned, with pretty much everyone nearly dying and Tahiri getting stunned. And of course, that actually came down, so it was a bit of a waste of resources, but no matter. We'll try again.
My blade will cut you down to size.
To them.
Feel the backhand of justice!
Excellent. And now it's
Go for the eyes, Boo! Go for the eyes!
killing.
I will require.
Fall, creature, and feed the earth!
If they all came down, that would be quite a lot of damage at the same time. If they all used their conic holds. Those that could, of course. Excellent. So with those slain, we'll quick save and venture
For the fallen! Fall, creature, and feed the earth!
Feel the backhand of justice! Miss.
Awesome. Excellent. That went better than I expected, really. And now we'll get on which, clicking on it summons the genie. And he pretty much explains that Irenicus has bound him in this flask, and like all genies, he wishes to be free, so yeah, and he pretty much tells us that he is an item of ours. And of course, like all genies, he wants to make a deal. So pretty much, if we can find this flask and bring it to him, he can escape and we can get a weapon, and everyone is happy, except for Irenicus, but oh well. And he, you know, gives some options of where the flask can be. It could be with the golems or the dryads, or what was it, in his quarters or something? Yeah, but the flask is just with the dryads, so if you go speak to them, they'll be like, sure, here you go, sweet deal. Now comes the usual running back and forth section of the game. Pretty much have to make him go all the way here, and then all the way back, and then all the way back, do the genie. job as commentator, so I couldn't stuff around too much. So technically I was multitasking, even though I said that this was quite an easy job. So yeah, we're speaking to the Dryads, and we have got the flask with the genie. We got a decent, we didn't get any experience that time. That's fine. Now we go all the way back. So now it's like, short streak, speeds by, halfling the barbarian, too fast for the naked eye. Halfling barbarian, he's a halfling, he can really move. Halfling, he's got an attitude. Halfling, he's the fastest thing alive. I promise I'll never do that again. But I mean, look, he's almost there. That was like a distraction for 20 to 25 seconds. That made that run less painful or more painful, depending on if you actually enjoyed that or not. But yeah, so we're setting him up here again to make the trade with the genie. Excellent, so that's quite a nice band experience. And the inside is, I've got that song, the original song, not, you know, the song I did, but anyway, it's a really catchy theme too. So I'll make our ways down here again, and thankfully we don't have to come back here ever again, and we got a two-handed sword +2 from the genie. That also, whenever you hit with the weapon, it steals 1 point of life and gives it to the user of the weapon, but it can't take the person's life over their maximum. And at this point I'm debating, because Minsc is good with the mace and the two-handed sword, but really it's a toss-up between defense and offense, because with the shield and mace, he's got armor class, what was it? 1, I believe it was. I'll have to check again when it shows. And that the mace does 2 to 7 damage, while the two-handed sword gives him 2 more THAC0, which means he can hit better. And it is 3 to 12 damage, and it also has that life drain ability. So those are my 2 options, because Minsc is equally skilled in both weapons. And now let's make our way down here and get prepared for the next part of the dungeon, which will happen next week. And yes, so here's me pretty much explaining my dilemma. And so, I was right, it was 1 armor class. So this week's question is, since this is an interactive Baldur's Gate, should I have Minsc wielding the two-handed sword of chaos, or the one-handed mace of plainness?